South Korea attempts to invade North Korea, but the North becomes victorious. The United States annexes Canada as its 51st state. Next, an empire forms in Oceania and Indonesia, annexing lands from Australia and Indonesia. Next, in Europe the UK annexes France and Norway facing aggression from the reformed Kalmar Union. But in the east, the Polish-Belarusian Commonwealth was formed at the determinant of the reformed Soviet Union. Currently invading Ukraine, the USSR may find a new ally in Iran, as the Sassanid Empire has reformed. I'm interested to see what they could do in the future. Back in Europe, Ireland has been conquered by India. The Balkans, Serbia reforms Yugoslavia with Montenegro and Macedonia. And last but not least, Germany is divided into North Germany, Bavaria and West Germany. We will start in Europe as a lot has changed since last episode. Germany has puppeted Poland and Ukraine, occupying Western Russia of the USSR as well as making the axis with the Franco-Italian Union. In the east, socialist uprisings have started in Poland and an offensive has started in Western Russia. Mongolia has reunited with Outer Mongolia, after China reforms the Qing dynasty. Meanwhile Japan joins the Axis and Siam is reformed. And Mexican Empire reforms at the determinant of the North American Union, as well as the EAF forming. But the Congo, uniting with Gabon, retaliates. Meanwhile, Mr. Beast, in his first step in global domination, buys Greenland and the first one to subscribe will have their PFP on Greenland. Just comments to be the third. Lastly, Brazil in a Greek-like civil splits in half in support and against an alliance with the British. First, the Japanese Empire is formed in the east, as well as China being puppeted by the Soviet Union. Switzerland annexes East Australia, as well as in the Middle East the Syria-Jordan Union being formed, before the Mamluk Caliphate and Ottoman Empire being formed.
As well as the Arabian Peninsula being united over all of Saudi Arabia.
First of all, the uprising in Poland has spread as the Russian counterattack has reached Leningrad. The White Russia uprising has spread in German-occupied Belarus, and the Germans have made a puppet in the Caucasus. Furthermore, a German democratic uprising has started in Hamburg, Austria and elsewhere, and the Spanish Empire has reformed. Besides that, in South America Grand Colombia has reformed and in South Asia, India has formed the Raj. North America, the successionist crisis continues as California, Florida and New York leave the Union. Could this lead to anything else in the East? The Soviets surrender, agreeing on a peace treaty, becoming multiple German puppets, avoiding a Russian civil war with the White Army. First of all, we'll start in Europe, since once again it has changed massively since last episode. In Germany, the uprising has spread beyond Austria and Hamburg and all over Germany, and later France and this would result in the Soviets making a push back into Ukraine and Belarus, while Poland-Belarusia has expanded beyond its original borders in the Balkans. Greater Romania, Yugoslavia and Greater Hungary is formed with Transylvania being occupied by Greater Romania. In Europe, the Germans still remain in Spain, Western Ukraine and are exiled in Africa. Speaking of Africa, Africa has been split by world powers, with the Macedonian forming under Persia and the Caucasian. It's split by Greater Bangladesh and the Soviet Union. The Empire of Spain is exiled to its colonies. In Europe a new peace treaty is being written and Japan is the only remaining Axis power. Starting where we last left off, I'll start with the peace treaty. First off, Georgia gains independence. The Holy Roman Empire-like system is in place and the Benelux and France is reunited. The Soviet Union then annexes previously occupied land and Poland-Belarusia re-establishes its borders. Poland-Belarusia's borders are partly pushed west due to this. Secondly, Germany annexes some disputed land. A nation is created between Romania and the Ukrainian SSR. Hungary is also given the rest of Slovakia to make up for its lost land. Lastly, Catalonia is annexed by France in order for Imperial Germany to have their exile. Greece and Albania are independent and Bulgaria and Romania are now united. Central Asia gains independence while Austria-Hungary is now we're done with Europe. Let's finish off with their African colony. Italy's West African colonies and Maghreb colony has been handed over to France, as well as Germany's leftover colonies begin given to Britain. Besides from the treaty, in North America Quebec has declared independence. In the east, the long-awaited counterattack colonies is in Central and South China. The Japanese are greatly pushed back but are still determined, being that they're the last Axis power. Korea also declares independence in spite of Japan. Lastly, the Confederacy reforms as the secessionist crisis reaches its climax. The North American Union fully collapses.